This reading is for Sagittarius. This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of September 2019. You guys, welcome to the channel. If you just found the channel, thank you and welcome. If you're returning, thank you so much for your support. If you like my style of reading, subscribe. If you like the video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And I am a Sagittarius. I also have my Venus in Sagittarius. I'm Sagittarius Sun as well. So I'm always interested in what comes out in the readings for Sagittarius. So let's see what we have for Sagittarius. Let's go ahead and let's start here. Overall energy for Sagittarius for the month of September 2019. I like for you guys to watch me pull. Let's start here. We have Major Arcana, the Tower. We have Major Arcana, the Magician. We have Major Arcana, the World. Let's stop here because there's a lot coming through and there's a lot going on here. So there is a contingent of Sagittarius out there who have already had something happen that scared them, scared the pants off of them. It didn't happen though. But it was something nearly catastrophic that could have happened. Let me give you an example. Someone could have nearly gotten into a very bad accident that didn't happen. Someone could have thought that they were going to lose their livelihood, but it didn't happen. So it could be that this already happened to Sagittarius or that it's going to happen to Sagittarius, and it gives them this impression of, number one, being lucky, blessed in that Major Arcana, the Magician, and really seeing how fragile life is with Major Arcana, the World. Why is this here? Why did this come across? Because it is something like it could have happened. This really bothers Sagittarius because with Major Arcana, the Tower, they thought they were out of the woods. They can see life is improving. And then they had this scare that had them like, oh, are we back here again? And it knocked them in a way off of their game, off of their mental game. It knocked their head out of the game. It put the fear of God in them in a way. Put fear, things that they were trying to get away from, that they felt that they were successful in moving away from. They were back there again in this place of fear. Being scared, being alone, feeling fragile. Feeling like it can all be taken away again. There's also a group of Sagittarius out there who feel like life will never be as good as it was. And they don't want to start over. They see where they are now. They're not completely happy with their situation in life right now. They feel like they had their better days or they had their best days. And they want some part of their former life back that they can't get back in this Major Arcana, the Tower. The moment has passed. It's over. But they're still stuck there in a way. But overall, with Major Arcana, the Magician, life is improving. Life has improved. They see the potential of things to come with Major Arcana, the World. But they had this little hiccup. They had this little hiccup, and it feels more psychological than anything else. But this is a big deal because this can have the ability to keep you awake at night. And again, to throw you off your mental game, where now all of a sudden you're worried and you're thinking about this, that, and the other. When you were away from this energy, you had a lot of days of smiling and feeling good and feeling positive and feeling a little bit like the world was your oyster yet again. Sagittarius. So let's see how we're going to deal with this energy for the month of September 2019 for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. For their love life, what can Sagittarius expect? Let's pull one of these. Sagittarius already in relationship. We have the Nine of Swords. And we have the Knight of Wands. So this is someone who feels a little bit like they're settling. And I don't want to upset anybody who's dealing with the Sagittarius. Remember, these readings don't fit everybody. I don't want to repeat that little whatever. But you know the deal. But this is a Sagittarius who feels like they were settling, or that they're settling. They're not really with the person who they want to be with in their heart of hearts. Again, with Major Arcana, the Tower here, they feel like they're back. They've gone back, or they've gone down in the quality of life, or the person who they're starting to engage in relationships, or they don't like the pool. They don't like the pool of people who they have as options. They don't like what they see before them. They want something else. They're not satisfied with the prospects. You know, they're not looking forward to anything there. So for those of you who want new relationships, Sagittarius, what does it look like? We have the King of Earth. And we have the Eight of Earth. May not be such a big focus on that, obviously, with the two coins. This is somebody who's really concerned about getting back up on their feet. And the energy is very conducive to this. You know, love and money, they go hand in hand. They're both ruled by Venus. And sometimes they say lucky in love, unlucky in money, unlucky in money, lucky in love. It's like that kind of a dichotomy there. And the Sagittarius is in this position that they know once they can build back up their work life or their financial situation, they're going to have more options available to them. They can see and they can feel this type of energy. And with the King of Pentacles and with the Eight of Pentacles, this is telling that story that once you start to get back up on your feet, you start to build up your confidence and build up your career life, the outcome will provide you more options to be more quality people, or the people who you would be more attracted to. Sagittarius, this is what this is telling me here. There's like a key in this. So the focus is on work, the focus is on money, the focus is on financial stability. And this is where you're going to find your advantages. This is where you're going to find your wealth. And in some ways, some emotional wealth as well, because you'll be feeling good. Could be, yeah. I just see job prospects, work prospects. What was on the bottom? We had the 4 coins. Work prospects, job prospects, money prospects is more the dominant energy for September. So what do we have for work? What do we have for money for Sagittarius? Look at that. We have the Page of Coins. You see that? Just building it back up, starting from scratch. Getting what you want. Was something else trying to come through for a split second on that. It was something like change of direction for your work. An abrupt change of direction. You could get a special detail to go work at another location that you didn't plan on. Work looks good with the Page of Pentacles there. We have the 6 of Air. Look at that. Now that's interesting based on what we just said, no? Because that's, again, this is like a change of direction. This is, getting a new work detail, an unexpected work detail that has potential, some kind of potential there with that. Looks interesting. Could be something a little bit like international travel here. I'm not sure what kind of work you do, but an opportunity to travel. So let's just pull a few more for Sagittarius. Wake up, Sag. Wake up. I feel like a lot of Sagittarius have been in that hibernation. What do we have for Sagittarius? What do they need to know about the month of September? For Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, what do they really need to know? What's the truth of the matter for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of September 2019? The truth of the matter for Sagittarius, what do they need to know? What do they need to know? Let's take this. We have the Queen of Pentacles. What do they need to know, Sagittarius, for the month of September? We have the Knight of Pentacles, a lot of Pentacle energy for Sagittarius. It's all about building back up that money. And we have Major Arcana, the Fool. You see that? I keep hearing that change of direction. Because if you look here with this Queen, so this is also someone being reunited, whether it's with a Earth sign or not, but there's a pleasurable reconnection or reuniting with a person who the Sagittarius wants to see, talk to, spend time with. This can also be someone coming to visit the Sagittarius, especially if you're dealing with online relationships or something like this, long distance relationships. But then you see in this Knight of Pentacles, it's a different direction. And then you see the Fool is coming in another direction. And this is, keeps saying, a change of direction. In here for Sagittarius, what they need to know. You might need to think about a plan that you have or something that you were going to do, and then you might have to change your strategy. This is also something about a change of strategy, especially that has to do with work, especially that has to do with your job. There can also be a change of strategy or realignment at your work that gives you promotion or more responsibility or more recognition, more visual contact. People see you, people know about you when they didn't before. What else does Sagittarius need to know about the month of September? In terms of their overall life, their overall well-being, feeling well, feeling good, feeling like they've turned the corner. What do they need to know? What's happening? We have the Three of Wands. We have Major Arcana, the Hangman, with the Knight of Pentacles. Then we have the Seven of, what a weird. This is a lot of weirdness here. But it's like a good weirdness because there are more opportunities opening up for the Sagittarius. But they may not be motivated to take them with the Queen of Pentacles. They may feel tired, a little bit worn out, and still in recovery mode, even though opportunities are presenting themselves. They can be turning down, again, love relationships because they feel like the people are not up to their level or on their same level. And they want people to be of a higher stature or something that they feel that they're better aligned with. They want to feel like their partner is a reflection of them. And that's what we have in this Seven of Swords. Feeling like a bit arrogant in a way. Like that person is not on my level. So they're going to wait. They're going to wait for what they want. It could also be this job is not on my level, but I'm going to do it until I get what I want. And I am going to get what I want with the Major Arcana of the Fool and the Seven of Swords. The Sagittarius, especially if they have that conviction to say, I know it sounds bad. This is not good enough for me. So if it's a person, they're not going to use the person and sit with them. They're going to move on. If it's the job, they're going to be smart with the Seven of Swords. They're going to stay there and do what they have to do until they see the opportunity with Major Arcana of the Fool and also with the Hangman to give what they want. So will they get what they want sooner or later? The truth of the matter for Sagittarius. I went, oh, goodness gracious. Whoa. Okay, I'm just going to show these cards and then we're going to put it back because that's way too many. Ten of Air. Sorry, in the Ten of Swords, Ten of Air. Ten of Earth. It's the Ten of Coins. Major Arcana Patience. Major Arcana Transformation. King of Air. Major Arcana the Empress. This is like telling a whole daggone life story in these cards. I got the chills. Because this is an all or nothing approach with the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Coins. This is really waiting to get what you want, especially after all the crap that Sagittarius has been through. They're not just going to settle for anything anymore. So they are going to wait and be patient to get what they want, even if they have to. They're going to be wait to be patient to get what they want. It's transformation. This is death. Even if they have to end things with people that they know aren't right for them. They're using a lot of deliberation. They're being very single-minded and focused about what they want. Major Arcana of the Empress. And the question is Sagittarius going to get what they want? With Major Arcana of the Empress here, I would say, well, yeah. But the question was, before all these cards flew out, my goodness, will it be sooner or later? Oh, Sagittarius. Sooner or later for them to achieve what they want. So we have the Three of Wands again. It's here and it's here. Can't want what you wanted before. And the Sagittarius keeps getting this. It's something about comparing their life to what it was before isn't bringing you anywhere. And this is, in a way, what's bringing the Sagittarius down in their ability to be content with their life and feel good in their own skin, to feel good in their own body. And to feel like life is bringing them everything that they want. And then you flirt with the Seven of Swords even. You flirt with this possibility of thinking about how things were before. Or even people that pissed you off before. And you know you should forgive. You know you should let it go. But sometimes, you find yourself thinking about these people and not wishing them well. This is not good for your energy because you have a lot going for you with the Three of Wands here 2 times. You have this door open. You have a door open. And you think you're walking through the door, Sagittarius, but you haven't walked through that door yet. You're faking yourself out a little bit with this. You can't have it both ways. You can't still have hate in your heart or anybody or anything. When you have the ability to really put it behind you and move on, that's when you're really going to walk through that door and see your life unfold. As long as you're still holding on to this other stuff with these other people, it's going to hold you back a little bit. So you might think things have gone really well. You might see a lot of improvement. You might see a lot of positive things happening, but you may not feel good about it yet. And that's part of the story. It's what we're talking about now. You got to let some things go. That's where you're going to find your happiness and liberation. Major Arcana of the Hierophant. Four of Pentacles, trying to hold on. Have it both ways, you know. I forgive, but I'm not forgetting. I forgive what they did, but I'm never going to forget. That could be a person, place, thing, work, doesn't matter. Can't have it both ways. You can, but then it's going to limit your ability to really get what you want in life. And you want a lot. You want a lot. You want a lot. But some part of you doesn't really believe that you can do it because you're still a little bit, yeah, you're still a little bit in that healing mode. Not quite there, but getting there, getting there, getting there. That Five of Swords. Can't have it both ways, Sagittarius. So I think we'll pull one more and then we're going to stop. Look at that, Major Arcana of the Star. You still need that healing, but you know, as soon as you really let these things from the past go, you're going to be able to walk through that door or really get on the other side of this horror story that was, and really close that door and close off the energy associated with all of that and move into this more positive world, this more positive dynamic, this more easy energy of feeling good and feeling content again. But only you can do that, Sagittarius. And I think for those who this feels right for, when they listen to that and they kind of recognize what I'm saying, you know what I mean. It's not difficult. You think maybe it was more difficult in the past. It's not difficult anymore for you to do this. Just to really, when you start to think about those things and those people, just be like, if I think about that, it's going to hurt me. If I think about them, I might be wishing them every ill in the entire world, and it feels good. But it's only going to hurt the both of us with the Seven of Swords and the Five of Swords. Who is it really hurting? It's hurting you. And as soon as you recognize that, every time you think like that and you say, you know what? I'm going to think about what I want. Three of Wands twice. For my life, for my future. I'm going to think about what I want. That makes me feel good, and I'm going to focus on that, not all this bad stuff in the past. Then you're going to find it easier to walk through that door. Sagittarius, let's go ahead and leave it there. That went really, really long. I got to go back and listen to that because I don't even remember what I said, but I got to go back and listen because I've been waiting for the reading so I can hear what comes through so I can try to use it in my own life. So I hope you guys did enjoy that reading. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you back here in October. Take care. Bye-bye.